Thank you for coming to our Meet the Candidates event. This is your chance to get to know the people running for a seat on the Library Board of Trustees. The two candidates on the ballot this year have been invited to speak with us this evening. They are Mark Kissinger and Caroline Brancatella. A booklet featuring the additional information about the candidates is available at the back of the room, at the information desk, and on our website. The 2023-24 Board of Trustees election will be held Tuesday, May 16th, in conjunction with the library budget vote. An outline of the proposed budget is available in the most recent edition of our Footnotes newsletter and online. The board will present the budget at their meeting Monday, May 8th at 6 p.m. Candidates have been invited to give a 3-minute statement about themselves and their reasons for seeking a spot on the Board of Trustees. The comments will be taped and broadcast on our YouTube channel and BCN TV, the library's public access television station. Following the candidate statements, which will be presented in ballot order, there will be time for additional informal conversation. Mark?
Thanks, Jeff. I'm just going to take a few minutes and introduce myself. So my name is Mark Kissinger. I've been on the library board for 2 terms, and it's one of my most favorite things about the town. I've lived in the town since 1997. I have raised my 2 sons in the town. I live close to the library, and I'm often here. I have a couple different plans for the next term I'd like to talk to you about today. And I also would like to talk to you about the last 10 years of the board. I think we've made some significant progress. We went through COVID thanks to the staff and everyone's cooperation. And we introduced a lot of new things to the library community. So my plans for next term and why I want your vote is I'd like to get the project that we're talking about, the renovation and expansion project, underway. Hopefully, close to, by the end of the term, close to being done. I want to enhance the relationship with the school district. And some examples of that are the music program, their academic program, and I've talked to the art supervisor about a public art program on the grounds of the library. And I want to keep innovating with this library. One of the things I love about this library is that it's open to new ideas and innovation. The Library of Things, we can do more with that. It's come a long way since it started, and we can do more. I think we need to talk about music always, and what's the role of music in the library, the collection and the performances of music. And then museum passes, we can always innovate with that too. So the most important reason I'm running is because I think the library is very important in civic life. We need to enhance the democracy that we're in, and we need to make the library a big part of it. So please vote for me on May 16th, and you know that we're going to work together to make the library better every day. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Caroline?
Okay. Hi, my name is Caroline Brancatella, and I'm running for re-election for the Bethlehem Library Board. I have had the pleasure of serving on the board since 2017, and I look forward to the opportunity to continue to work with my fellow board members, including Mark, our library director, Jeff, and the staff of the library. Truth be told, I considered not seeking re-election this year, not because I don't love the library and the work that we're doing, but because being on the board is a significant commitment, one that is not likely to relent in the near future. But in the end, taking the time to consider the board tasks ahead clarified how excited I am for the possibility of continuing to be on the board. The library's work in what we now refer to as the before times was exceptional in its programming and in its understanding of the Bethlehem community needs. Nonetheless, the COVID years, for me, elucidated 2 things. First and foremost, how incredibly dedicated the library leadership and staff is to providing services to the public, even when those services demand significant extra effort, creative solutions, and new ways of thinking. The second is that the notion of how to best serve the community is an ever-changing one. As the community is always evolving, so must the library be. In this way, the COVID years brought into focus both new challenges and new opportunities for how to deliver traditional library services, as well as more nuanced assistance and programming that reflect different times. It is the board's commitment to identifying and exploring those evolving needs, be it through auditing our collections to make sure that they are representative, offering new and different programs and ensuring that they are inclusive and meeting the community's interests, assessing financial goals, and considering how to improve the library's physical infrastructure through building projects with the input of the community. It is these things that made me want to pursue another term. In short, there are things that I'd like to see through. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that another significant motivating factor in seeking re-election is a desire to defend this and every library's public commitment to the First Amendment by providing access to creative and informational materials, regardless of whether a small faction of people would prefer to restrict that access. It has always been the library's fundamental mission to provide ready and free access to knowledge for all seekers, and I believe that the board is committed to continuing that mission in myriad ways. I look forward to being a part of it.
Thank you.